Greatness often starts from simple beginnings, and Donald Trump's journey is no different. Born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York City, Trump's childhood was far from the shiny towers and golden homes that later became his trademark. He grew up in a middle-class neighborhood as the fourth of 5 children. His father, Fred Trump, was a real estate developer who built the base of the business Donald would later grow. But young Donald was not given success easily. He was a boy full of energy and often questioned authority, traits that shaped his rise later, along with a good heart, self-confidence, and loyalty. Donald's early years were shaped by discipline during his time at the New York Military Academy. His parents, especially his father, believed in his potential but saw his need for strict guidance. At the academy, Donald did well in sports and showed signs of leadership. Even then, few people thought this boy would grow into one of the most talked about figures in the world. After finishing at the academy, Trump focused on business. He studied at Fordham University and later transferred to the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. Here, he learned about finance and real estate, subjects that became the core of his work. With his degree in economics and a strong drive, Donald entered the world with one clear goal: to build something big. His first jobs in his family's business were simple. Donald started by fixing up buildings and turning them into affordable homes. During this time, he learned how to negotiate, a skill he later called his best talent. But Donald's dreams were bigger than his father's small projects. He wanted skyscrapers, luxury buildings, and a name known far and wide. The H for America is the world's biggest building association. He wanted to build a strong city and raise his only son, Kokwa Daberno II, to the common man. Despite his early wins, many doubted Donald's ability to succeed on his own. People said he was only successful because of his father's help. To prove them wrong, Donald made a bold move to expand the family business into Manhattan. This was a risky step that could make or break his future. This was the beginning of a man who refused to be ignored, a man ready to take on any challenge. His path was full of struggles, betrayals, and victories. But every problem brought him closer to the future he believed was his. Donald Trump's move to Manhattan was not just about geography. It was a declaration of his ambition. His first major project was the transformation of the Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt. The deal required creativity, negotiation, and risk-taking. Donald secured tax breaks and funding, proving he had the skills to handle big projects. This was his first taste of the grand scale he always desired, and it fueled his hunger for more. With the success of the Grand Hyatt, Trump's reputation began to grow. He became known as a bold developer willing to take on projects others wouldn't. But his ambitions weren't just about buildings. They were about making the Trump name synonymous with success and luxury. His next big venture was the Trump Tower, a 58-story skyscraper on Fifth Avenue. This project was more than just a building. It was a statement. With its golden exterior and luxurious interiors, Trump Tower became a symbol of his brand and an iconic part of New York City. However, success came with challenges. The real estate market was unpredictable, and Donald faced criticism for his flashy style and aggressive tactics. Many saw him as overconfident, but Donald believed in his vision. His confidence, combined with his willingness to take risks, set him apart from his competitors. In the late 1980s, Trump expanded his empire beyond real estate. He ventured into casinos, buying properties in Atlantic City, including the famous Taj Mahal Casino. This was a bold move that showcased his ability to diversify his business. But it also marked the beginning of financial struggles that would test his resilience. Despite the ups and downs, Donald Trump's empire continued to grow. He published books, starred in television shows, and became a household name. His catchphrase, "You're fired," from the hit show The Apprentice, cemented his image as a tough but charismatic leader. By the early 2000s, Trump was no longer just a businessman, he was a brand. Trump's journey from a young boy in Queens to the top of the real estate world was filled with lessons, risks, and determination. But his story was far from over. Little did the world know, Donald Trump was about to take his most unexpected and controversial step yet, a leap into politics. In 2015, Donald Trump shocked the world when he announced his candidacy for president of the United States. Many dismissed his chances, seeing him as a businessman with no political experience. But Trump had something his opponents underestimated: a deep understanding of branding and a connection with ordinary Americans who felt ignored by the political system. His campaign slogan, "Make America Great Again," became a rallying cry for millions. Trump's unfiltered speeches, controversial statements, and bold promises set him apart from traditional politicians. He used social media, especially Twitter, to bypass traditional media and speak directly to his supporters. This strategy energized his base and kept him in the headlines. The 2016 presidential race was one of the most divisive in U.S. history. Trump faced strong criticism from opponents and the media, but he also gained unwavering support from a large segment of the population. His campaign focused on issues like immigration, trade, and national security, resonating with voters who wanted change. Resonance finally. Against all odds, Trump won the election, defeating Hillary Clinton to become the 45th president of the United States. His victory sent shockwaves around the world and marked the beginning of a controversial presidency. Trump's leadership style was unconventional, often sparking debate and criticism. He pursued policies that aligned with his America First vision, such as tax reforms, deregulation, and renegotiating trade deals. Trump's presidency was marked by both achievements and controversies. Supporters praised his economic policies and efforts to strengthen U.S. borders, while critics pointed to his handling of issues like healthcare, climate change, and international relations. His presidency also saw 2 impeachments, making history and further dividing public opinion. In 2020, Trump ran for re-election but lost to Joe Biden. Despite the defeat, Trump's influence on American politics remained strong. His journey from a businessman in Queens to the White House is a story of ambition, resilience, and controversy. Love him or hate him, Donald Trump's impact on the world cannot be denied. His story is a reminder that even the most unexpected paths can lead to greatness. Now,